All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for clicking on the video. This one's going out to at Chief and Thief and at TimeSplit100. The two of these individuals requested none other than Mortal Kombat 5 or Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, whatever you call it. It's all the same. Mortal Kombat 5. So this came out for the PlayStation 2 in 2002. This is 5 years after Mortal Kombat 4 came out. So Mortal Kombat 4, they got rid of the digitized graphics, and they tried to start implementing some 3D action into this game. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance is now completely 3D. There's full 360s of the arenas and such. You can move all in the arena, in the foreground, background, and it's not two fighters just at a linear path against each other. So that made for some interesting battles and some interesting graphics and such. The stages in this game look awesome. They look beautiful. Back in the day, so this is 23 years ago now, I remember purchasing this, and after Mortal Kombat 4, which I had personally felt a little let down with, although I did enjoy it. I had it for the PlayStation 1 and I played a lot of it. I wasn't overly excited for Mortal Kombat 5 when it came out, but when it did, you know, the art was different, the controls were all different. They had, a couple styles and weapons and such that you could switch between during gameplay. Still like dial-up combo type things going on. And, it took a little bit to get used to, but I actually ended up playing the hell out of this. And it's funny, when I put this back into my PlayStation, because I haven't played it in probably 20 years or so, for the PlayStation 2. When I put it in, all my saves were still on the memory card, which was great. And I had unlocked pretty much everything in it, meaning I had spent quite a bit of time on this game back in the day. So that was kind of cool to come across things that I had unlocked again. And, it was fun looking through this again. So we're playing through with Li Mei today. TimeSplit in particular requested a Li Mei playthrough. So Li Mei was one of the characters. I enjoyed using her in this game. The combos and everything weren't too extreme. It was pretty simple, again, like square, square, X, X kind of thing. And they didn't have a ton of super moves or a ton of special moves and such like, like the new Mortal Kombat games where there's a million moves and combos and juggles and all this stuff. So it's still relatively simple. So that being said, I think I've spoken enough. I've talked enough. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance for the PlayStation 2, Li Mei playthrough. Let's get into some of that gameplay right now. If you clicked on the video, I do appreciate it. Let's play. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Particularly Chief and Thief and TimeSplit100. Let's get into some Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. Once again, this came out in 2002 for the PlayStation 2, 23 friggin' years ago. Every time I play these, I feel older and older. Let's watch the introduction here.
Mortal Kombat has always been, and always will be. For millennia, the forces of good and evil have been locked in eternal battle over the control of Earthrealm. Some seek to use the tournament to destroy all that is good. Others seek vengeance, power, or eternal life. Time after time, each individual threat has been vanquished, and Earthrealm has enjoyed relative peace for many years. But there is concern that Earth is once again in peril. And this time, the threat of evil has two faces. It is now known that the sorcerer Kenshi has escaped from the Nether Realm. Since his escape, Kenshi has unlocked the secret of the ancient Runestone, discovered the ancient undefeatable army of the long-forgotten Dragon King, and most disturbing of all, formed an alliance with one of our deadliest enemies, Shang Tsung.
Shang Fun.
With their combined strength, they plotted to overpower the only two beings who could prevent their total domination of the two realms. The first was the Emperor of our world, Shao Kahn. In a false show of allegiance, they sprung their attack.
Love that scene right there. Adios,
Then travel
muchachos.
south by way of a mystical portal known only to sorcerers and deities. There, they confronted Earth's mightiest warrior and champion of Mortal Kombat, KANG. It has been Shang Tsung's desire to consume the soul of Earthrealm's greatest warrior. With Quan Chi's assistance, he achieved this goal. KANG is dead.
That part right there hit hard. When I was younger, I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
They have since returned to Outworld and are using the souls of conquered warriors to resurrect the Dragon King's undefeatable army. Should they succeed, they will have the means to conquer Outworld and eventually Earthrealm. They will be unstoppable. I can no longer stand idly by and watch this evil consume the world. I have relinquished my status as Elder God to return to Earth and lead you all to battle against our old adversaries. We must act now. We must stop this deadly alliance.
Such an epic introduction to Mortal Kombat 5, essentially, and you can see the 5 behind it there. Beautiful. 2002. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into some gameplay now. It's been a long time since I played this. Yesterday I booted it up. I actually had a couple profiles that I remembered from back in the day. This profile here, I unlocked absolutely everything. This one had Conquest Mode, the Crypt, had content, had a lot of good stuff going for it. But today, we are going to play the arcade, and we're going to play as Li Mei. The Li Mei is particularly for Time Split 100, and we're going to try to get through this. Now, Li Mei, the one thing I actually like about this one, so here you go, lots of different artwork. Boraicho, Quan Chi looks different. Sonya, Scorpion looks awesome as ever. Li Mei is who we're going to use. You got Kenshi, Mavado, Johnny Cage. Got a little bit of the scanline thing happening. There we go. Kung Lao I thought looked cool without a hat there. Su Hao, a very underwhelming character I could care less about when the game came out. Draman I didn't care much for either. Natara. Frost was cool. Jax, Kitana, Cyrax. Reptile, I wasn't a fan of that look. And then Raiden looked awesome as ever. Now, if you push start, you get different skins. I had unlocked different skins. So we got Li Mei here. We have Bikini Li Mei. That's who we're going to play with today. Cool thing about this, Mortal Kombat 5, so they went all 3D, obviously. MK4, they were starting to implement 3D, but this one it's more fluid. It plays better, it looks better. It had these different styles. One thing I didn't like was the buttons, you know? Like, I was so used to pushing down and square for an uppercut, and that's just not the case in this. They've all got different moves, different controls. You can go in the foreground and background just by holding up and down. To jump, you just go on a diagonal. And then they all had combos too. The cool thing about the combos in this one is they were relatively easy. Like that. Circle, 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 gun. You can change weapons or styles, so I'm using Bahi Quan, which, I mean, I don't know what the frig that is. And they've all got special moves too, so, you know, quarter circle back and square. The Li Mei is that. And then, again, you push L1, you change styles, so Luhi Bafa, whatever the hell that is. You know, it's all there. And then you got size. With her size, if you push the throw button, R1, you could actually see if we can get him with this. Boom. So they're in his knees. You'll notice his power now slowly seeping from him. You can't use Sai anymore, but you can literally just walk around and beat him because he is bleeding out. Kind of cool. Once again, the simplicity of the combos in this was good. I liked it, like that it wasn't too elaborate. R1 throws your opponent. So there you go, you can switch styles during combos. So you see there, we switched into Luhi Bafa. And I'm just dancing around right now a lot just to kind of show moves. Oh yeah, I forgot about that move. So forward triangle, got a little bit of a combo there, and then a quarter circle back and circle does that. Down forward, and then there were juggle combos in this too, but there are no stage fatalities, and every character only gets one fatality. So again, square, XX will do that. Fatality, forward, down, forward, circle, which I effed up. But you could actually push L1 to get into fatality stance, and then all you got to do is input the proper button control combination to get your fatality. And that's it. So again, I did like the simplicity of this one, as it got very, very complicated over the years. Not complicated, but just tons and tons of moves and combos and such. So this one was still relatively easy to just jump in and play. Well, like I said, I mean, things like juggle combos and such, you know, it's a part of it. But different, you know, to sweep, it's not back and circle, right? Like you have to be into this, to Luhi to sweep, it's back and X. So the moves in this were kind of, it was different, it was ambitious. You know, I respect it. And again, I like how they combined different styles for combos. Overall, it was a lot of fun back in the day. When it was new and I got to really playing the heck out of it, I ended up really enjoying it. There you go, kind of there's a little bit of juggling pop up there. And I'm pretty sure you could actually combine more to that one. And from your distance, again, you got your special moves and stuff too, which I forget sometimes. It's just a lot of moving in and out of the backgrounds, and throwing and grabbing your opponent, lots of blocking and countering. And again, if you get your size into them, unfortunately you can't throw your size, but, you know, she has her projectile. Let's see. There we go. You can actually stand anywhere to do a fatality also, as long as you put the fatality input in. And all you gotta do is push L1 to get fatality to pop up. So there you have it. Lots of detail in the backgrounds. Now remember too, this was 23 years ago. PlayStation 2, like 3D gaming like this was, you know, still relatively new. Cool stages, cool little loading screens. He looks like a black RoboCop there.
Round one.
Here we go. Nitara immediately gets her weapon out. Let's see if we can get her. Get out of that. There we go. Nice little finish. Nitara using Kama. Leopard style. Very cool. It's cool that they implemented like these styles. There we go. Let me get these styles here. Cool animation when they just fall over like that. There we go. All right. And unfortunately, they only had one fatality, no friendships, nothing like that, no brutalities, etc. And I think they could have fit more, but they chose not to, so that, you know, in the next version they could add more, like they did between Mortal Kombat 1 and Mortal Kombat 2. The coins that you get between matches you can use in the crypt. Sarno ruins. You got Sub-Zero with the mask off once again. Like I said, you get a lot of different skins and such, and they brought back Test Your Might, which is cool. You really gotta bash the hell out of these buttons though. There you go. Excellent. Very voluptuous Li Mei. Give him the flex, the little, the little pose there. Very cool. So Test Your Might plays just like Mortal Kombat 1, 2, where you just bash the buttons and then hit and block. Stages look good. Sub-Zero with his Shotokan. And then there's more you can do after that, obviously. I just don't know the... I don't remember any of the combos other than the basics, really. And again, I like combining the combos. Power up. What the heck is that? I'm assuming that's like aggressor mode. I forgot about the power up.
Round 2. Fight.
Again, just you know, block a lot. There we go. And a lot of times you can do combos, no matter where you were. Sometimes they'll just walk into it. Once again, we will continue to do this fatality over and over again.
Wins. Fatality.
Excellent. There you go, auto-saving. And once again, we are playing on actual hardware. There's no emulation going on here. This is the PlayStation 2. Like I said before, too, I liked Kung Lao's look in this. That was pretty cool.
Round 1. Fight.
I love the detail in the backgrounds. Nice. Shaolin fist. That move's kind of slow. I do like that one. But I didn't like how you couldn't just do an uppercut by pushing down and square. That's what I was used to. There we go. That one sets up for a bit of a juggle. That's just square, square, triangle, back, square. Lots of detail too. On this, I'm playing on the, like I said, PlayStation 2. I'm using the component cables, and it is very, very clear on this TV. It's, yeah, it's even more clear than the video shows, actually. Combining those combos, gotta love it. Would have been cool if there was more variety to the fatalities, but again, no big deal.
Wins. Fatality.
YouTube has been pretty harsh with the with what they allow in terms of violence. This game did get pretty violent, as every other Mortal Kombat. But once they started getting more realistic.
Round one, fight!
Oh, very cool stage, very cool portal stage here. He's got his katana. I love the sound there that it makes. Here we go. They're very cool. There was, I think, 6 difficulty levels for this. It does get pretty hard depending on the difficulty. But again, with any other, with any fighting game, you just gotta learn to block a lot. Block, counter, that kind of thing. Like I'm not right there. Kenshi going crazy. Ooh, that's me past him. Lots of power-ups. If I can just, yeah, I think I'm too far for this one. There we go. Doing alright. Oh, doing alright, and then I lose. But yeah, lots of detail going on. The blood stays on the ground. It's like a UFC mat there. Oof, Kenshi. I have a feeling Kenshi is going to win this one. My goodness, so they really ramp up the difficulty here. See if he decides to do anything. No, he doesn't. So, here we go. One continue. Let's do this. Kenshi absolutely destroyed me. But we will absolutely continue. This is a good time so far. Handicap. Not sure what that is. Let's use her original costume. Oh, a little bit of flickering there. Again, with the nature of these videos, sometimes even filming on 30 frames per second, you'll get a little bit of the flickering there, depending on where the iPhone is focused. Here we go, another mini game. Test your sight. Let's see. Keep right in the middle. I have it on 3rd or 4th. Let's see. I think 3rd.
You chose wisely.
Very cool. I liked the mini games. A lot of people thought it slowed down the action, but I didn't mind a break from the action sometimes when the mini games were fun. That mini game was fun.
Round one.
All right, let's see if we can do it this time. Oh, jeez. Here we go. Now we're having fun. There we go. Kicking ass now. Excellent. And I like her costume there. She doesn't always have to be showing skin. This costume's nice. See if we can get our size into his knees. Oof, that one's very powerful. Still blocking it. Oh man. See if we can get some combos here instead. Switch it back to Bahi Quan. Here we go. Not too far, maybe. There we go. Look at that. You gotta be Lee Buffa just to sweep him. Uh-oh. Excellent. You do have to be further for that fatality. You can't do it anywhere. The last time I failed it, I was right in front of them too, so you do have to be back for that fatality. Got a couple characters to go here. We got Kitana, and then we got Mavado after Kitana. Cool little loading screen here with Kano looking hairy as ever.
Round 1. Fight.
There we go. Eagle Claw. Got the amulet in the back there. Steel Fin, obviously fitting Kitana's weapon. Being elusive, and then there is stuff in the foreground there. See how she just shattered the. No combo breakers in this either. Nice. There you go, a bit of a juggle combo from Kitana. There you go, let's see if we can get that again. Excellent. Characters were big in this too. As you can see, they cover like half the screen when it zooms in.
Fight.
There we go. Get out of here. Ooh, nice. There you have it. Like I said, you got to stand a little further for that fatality. You actually have options for the amount of blood and the amount of violence.
Fatality.
And obviously, I keep it to the max. There we go. Very cool. And we got Mavado. I'm pretty sure we're close to the end here. Here we go. Another cool picture of Kano too. Really like the artwork. When you go into the extras that you unlock, there's tons of artwork and stuff from before.
Fight.
There we go. There we go. Mavado reminded me of Cabal with those weapons, obviously. Nice. Gotta love that move. One of the cool ones. We're blocking everything again. Mavado. So I'm pretty sure it gets, if you do lose, it gets easier. But at least it wasn't ridiculously hard, where you didn't even stand a chance kind of thing. And it's just a matter of being able to counter. And again, I liked this one because the size stay in his knees, so he's taking damage regardless. He's being a pain in the ass there. Wing Chun. A little bit of goodness. Alright, I'm gonna win this one. And there we go. The side damage killed him. His long fist wasn't enough. See if I can throw those sides back in him again. Low Block low there. There we go. Excellent. Here we go. Excellent. Here we go. So it's end boss time. A very fun playthrough though, so far. Absolutely. I gotta be honest, I don't remember what the endings were like in this. So we got Moloch and then Shang Tsung. Here we go, another test your might.
Test your might.
Oh, jeez, that was right under. Look at her hands hurt. The audience is laughing. Very cool. Lots of detail. I like it. Here we go, Moloch. A very tough character. See if we can do something.
Round one. Fight.
Alright. What is the strategy against him? Knock me out. Here we go. Absolutely annihilates me here. Not letting me do anything. Holy crap. Try to get some combos on him. I do not remember a strategy on him. I'm guessing you gotta lose to ease him up a little bit. Not run into him. Try to do some combos. Sucks me in. Holy crap. Let's try to chip him down. Some combos and some specials. Yeah, destroying pillars. Does have a fatality, I believe. Very hard. Maybe we got to distract him with some lingerie. How about that? There we go. Rematch. Focus a little bit here. Alright, here we go. Tells you 17 minutes we've played so far. Actual game time, so a little bit of loading and such. I don't know if it includes that. Let me just skip that. Make sure you block combos. Can't block the throw. Excellent. Howls at the moon.
Round two.
Let's try to just attack quickly. There we go. Got out of the way, sucked me in. Again, start your combo anywhere, it doesn't matter, because if you walk into it, you're good to go. Beats me down with that. Shoot, if you do miss though, get out of the way. Excellent. Bloody mess, Moloch. Get out of here. Big ball and chain. Very cool. Jade coins used once again in the crypt. We've got Shang Fun and then Quan Chi. So lots of enemies in the tower here, if you want to call it. Soul Chamber looks cool. Nice. Straight sword. Interesting weapon for Shang. Look at that. Tricking him. Ooh, nice. I love that. Try to throw him from behind there. Do that again. Excellent. Crane style. I really like the Soul Chamber in the back, Soul Natto in the back, sorry. You can hear the soul screaming in the back. Very cool. All the souls working their way into the Soul Natto. Very cool. A nice little tap to the knee. What a terrible way to lose. Gotta love the way Crane style looks. It looks like he's a Muay Thai fighter, actually. That's on me. Reversal. Forgot about reversals. Just like that. And a finishing move. There's a lot of body parts there. Shang Fun wins. Alright, another continue. It has been 20-something years since I've beaten this though, so hey, it is what it is. I don't know what I did there. Apparently pushing triangle gets you out. So I did not, okay, I had no idea. Triangle got me out of there. So we're not going to fight Shang Fun or Quan Chi. We're going to watch Li Mei's ending though, however. Shoot, I did not realize that. That was a bit of a fail. But let's watch the ending. Unfortunately, we didn't get to watch the Quan Chi battle. A bit of a letdown, but I'm not doing that again.
Li Mei had been promised that her people would be freed from enslavement if she could win the tournament held by the Deadly Alliance. Now that she had emerged victorious, the true purpose behind the tournament was finally revealed to her. Her soul would be the last one Shang Tsung needed to completely revive the Dragon King's lost army. Her people would never be freed, and Li Mei herself would remain trapped inside the mummified remains of a dead soldier, cursed to serve the Deadly Alliance forever.
So there you have it. You know what? That was a botched up ending there. I was kind of disappointed about that. I did not realize. I was just trying to choose another character color, perhaps, or something like that. But unfortunately, I pushed triangle and I went back. It did not say at the bottom of the screen that that'll send you back. that kind of frustrates me. There was a lot of extras in this. I'll show you a couple here. But there was your playthrough. So, content gallery, lots of artwork here, pictures and such. Some bizarre ones too. You go to the next page here. I've noticed a couple. There's lots of stuff. I mean, look, Ed Boon. Click on it. It's just a picture of Ed Boon. Oops. It's not focusing on Ed Boon. Alright, there you go. Then you can go into info and it just tells you designer, programmer Ed Boon in his office, etc., etc. So that's cool. Artwork, it's got comic book art here. I think it actually goes through the entire comic, which is cool. You know, you click on something, click on Goro here. And there you go, you get artwork. It's very cool. Cool stuff that they included. You get some other weird stuff in here too, though, like this, for instance. Duties. I'm not sure what the point of duties is. 32 large adult undergarments. Interesting. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance merchandise. That would have been a very cool watch to have back in the day. I wonder if you could still get your hands on one of these. Very cool. You got some stuff that's like completely out of left field, but then you have a lot of like artwork and such. Mortal Kombat 5 concept logos and such. This is cool. I left this picture on Instagram the other day. But yeah, a lot of cool stuff here. You can go back. You got the making of MK history. You even got a music video here by Adema. I don't know if you remember the song, but it was something. And then you can go back once again. As well as yes, content, crypt, conquest, etc., etc. So anyways, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Again, a botched ending. I still had Shang Tsung and Quan Chi to beat. However, you did see the gameplay and such. The introduction was cool, and we still got Li Mei's ending. So, if you stuck around for the video, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate it. If you have a PlayStation 2, this game goes for about $20 to $40. If you've never played it or haven't played it in a long time and want to return to it, it's very, very good. There's tons of content in it, and I highly recommend it. So, Chief and Thief and Time Split 100. This one was for you guys in particular. Hope you enjoyed the video. Ladies and gentlemen, as usual, enjoy the rest of your day.